Hello out there. This is Dog Barker coming to you from Petco, where the pets go for all their needs and wants. Today we have a special guest. We are going to be talking to Asa, Balaam's donkey. Hi Asa, how are you? I'm fine. I'm glad to be here today to talk to y'all. Yeah, I heard you had a pretty big adventure with Balaam. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Yeah. Well, Balaam, I take him everywhere he goes. And he gave me the name Asa, which means nurturing one. And I always try to nurture Balaam and take good care of him whenever I go anywhere with him on my back. Wow. Can you tell us a little bit more about Balaam? Yeah, Balaam's kind of like a sorcerer. And one day the king summoned Balaam and wanted him to put a curse on some people called the Israelites. You know, they are the Jews, and they really follow the Lord God. And the king offered Balaam a lot of money to put a curse on them because the king was afraid of them because they believed in God and God was a strong God. And so the king didn't want him on their, the king didn't want the Israelites on their land, on his land. I just can't get it right. Oh boy. So the king didn't want the Israelites on the land? Oh my goodness. Yeah, and you're starting to talk with an accent like me, dog. Oh, I know, it's contagious. Okay, so anyway, tell us more about it. There you go with the accent again. Oh, just talk. Okay, so Balaam knew that the Lord wouldn't like him putting a curse on the Israelites. So he took them to the Lord and said, Lord, what do you think about all this? And the Lord said what Balaam thought he was going to say. And you know what he said? What'd he say? He said, no, Balaam, stay home. Really? He did? He sure did. But you know what? Balaam told the king that, and being he's the king, he's not used to anybody telling him no. So he thought if he offered Balaam more money, that he might go along with him and curse those Israelites. And you know what? What? Balaam's love of money was the strongest thing in his heart, and he loved money. And so he told the king yes. Even though God said no, he told the king yes. And so we went off plodding along to see the king. Wow, what happened? Well, you know, we were just plodding along, going here and there and to and fro, like we always do. And you know, we always had a very calm life before, until recently. Really? What happened? Well, Balaam's always been a very kind master to me, and he's always been very nice. And lately, he has been so stressed out and mean-tempered. What do you mean? Well, we were going along on the road, and I was just plodding along, and all of a sudden, there was this bright light in front of me, and I had no idea what it was, what in the world, and then all of a sudden, it turned into a scary angel man with a sword full of fire, and I was so scared that I ran in the other direction, and you know, Balaam didn't like that. Really? What did he do? Well, he started a beating on me with his staff and saying the most mean things to me. He never talked to me that way. I thought, Balaam, land sakes, what's wrong with you? don't you see that angel man standing in front of us? Wow, so what happened? Well, I decided to just keep going on because I didn't want to get beat no more. And so, what happened? Well, we were going along the road, and all of a sudden, there that angel man was again, and he was twice as scary as before. I was so scared, but I knew better than to run in the other direction, so instead, I just pressed up against the wall as far as I could get and tried to squeeze past that angel. And you know what happened? What? I smashed Balaam's foot against the wall, and you know, he did not like that one bit. And he started a beating and a wailing on me again and saying those mean things to me. And I'm thinking, good gracious, Balaam, don't you see that angel man in front of us? That scary angel man. And this time, fire was starting to come out of his mouth, and I was so scared. So, what'd you do? By this time, I was so scared and weak and upset by the way Balaam was treating me that I just barely could manage my walking. And then you know what happened? What? That angel showed up a third time. Well, by this time, I was so scared and weak that all I did was lay down on the ground right underneath Balaam. Oh, my goodness. What happened? Well, do you think Balaam liked what I was doing then? Probably not. Nope, he didn't. And he just started a beating and a wailing on me again. And, you know, it hurt so bad that I bet I had bruises underneath my coat. But then something amazing happened. What happened, Asa? Well, the Lord opened my mouth and he gave me the way to talk. He gave me words coming out of my mouth. I was so surprised. Good gracious, world alive. I had never ever been able to talk before. Wow, I'll bet Balaam was surprised. Yeah, and you know, I wasted no time in telling Balaam exactly what I thought of his treatment of me. I said, good gracious, land sakes, Balaam. I've been taking you to and fro for many years, every day. And you know, do I ever act like this and not do what you tell me to do? Do I ever? Wow, what did he say? Well, then the Lord opened Balaam's eyes and he could see the angel man too. And that was a scary thing. Wow. And the angel man, he was really mad at Balaam. And he said, you go and talk to the king, Balaam, but you only say what I tell you to say and nothing more. Wow, Balaam must have really been scared. Well, it made him think a little bit, and it made him sorry that he had been beating on me like that, because all I was doing was trying to protect him. And he finally saw that I wasn't being a disobedient donkey, that I just wanted to protect him. So what'd you do? Well, we went with the king up high up the mountain, and we looked down below, and we could see those Israelites. You know, they were the Jews that really loved God, and God really loved them. Yeah, I remember. And so the king looked down, and then he looked at Balaam, and he said, I want you to curse those Jews, Balaam. But you know what Balaam did instead? What? He only said what the God had told him to say, and nothing more. And you know what? What? It ended up sounding more like a blessing than a curse. Wow, I'll bet the king was mad about that. Yeah, he was. He was so blistering mad that he sent us both home, and he didn't pay Balaam nothing. Wow, I'll bet Balaam learned a lesson from all this. Yep, Balaam learned not to be two-hearted. Two-hearted, what's that? Well, two-hearted is when the Lord tells you to do something and you say, okay, Lord, I'll do it. But then in your heart, something else is more important. And you know, Balaam loved money so much that it was the most important thing to Balaam. And Balaam never was two-hearted again. Wow, that's an exciting story, Asa. Thank you for visiting us today. Thank you for having me. I'll see you again soon. Okay, well, this is Dog Barker coming to you from Petco, where the pets go, where they get all of their wants and needs and every little thing their heart may desire. See, you're talking with that accent again. It's contagious, ain't it? Yep, it is. Well, we'll see you next time with another interview. Bye for now. Bye, bye.